Welcome to the dance of life, an introduction to the cell cycle. From the smallest single-celled organism to the largest whale, life teems with constant activity. But beneath this outward bustle, a silent, intricate dance plays out within every living thing, the cell cycle. This is the fundamental process by which cells grow, replicate their genetic material, and divide, ensuring the continuation of life itself. Imagine a bustling city. Every building, every street, every citizen represents a cell with a vital role. The cell cycle is like the city's master plan, guiding its growth and development. Just as a city needs new buildings and infrastructure to expand, so too do organisms rely on the cell cycle for growth and repair. Understanding the cell cycle unlocks a deeper appreciation for the elegance and complexity of life. It reveals the intricate mechanisms that govern everything from the development of an embryo to the healing of a wound. By delving into this microscopic world, we gain insights into the fundamental processes that sustain us all. Our journey begins with the G1 phase or gap 1 phase, the first stage in a cell's life. Think of it as the cell's childhood. Fresh from division, the cell is small and full of potential. Its primary task during G1 is to grow, much like a child needs nourishment and care to thrive. During this phase, the cell diligently produces proteins and other molecules essential for its structure and function. It expands its internal machinery, preparing for the critical task of DNA replication that lies ahead. The G1 phase is not merely a period of passive growth. Like a vigilant parent, the cell has checkpoints in place to ensure everything is proceeding smoothly. These checkpoints are critical control mechanisms that monitor the cell's internal and external environments. They act as gatekeepers, ensuring the cell is healthy and ready before progressing to the next stage. With the stage set, the cell enters the synthesis, or S phase, where the spotlight shines on DNA replication. If G1 was childhood, then S phase is the cell's coming of age, a time of immense preparation and transformation. Here, the cell undertakes the monumental task of duplicating its entire genome, the blueprint of life. Imagine a vast library filled with countless volumes of information. That's the cell's DNA, containing all the instructions for life. During the S phase, the cell meticulously copies each and every one of these volumes, ensuring that each daughter cell receives a complete set. This process is remarkably precise, involving a complex interplay of enzymes and molecules. Errors in DNA replication can have serious consequences, potentially leading to mutations and disease. The cell, however, has evolved sophisticated proofreading mechanisms to minimize errors and maintain the integrity of its genetic code. Following the flurry of activity in the S phase, the cell enters the G2 or gap 2 phase. This is the final rehearsal before the main event, a time for the cell to double-check its work and ensure everything is in order. Think of it as the calm before the storm. The cell has doubled its DNA content and now focuses on producing the proteins and structures needed for cell division. It's like a conductor fine-tuning the orchestra before a grand performance. The G2 phase is another critical checkpoint in the cell cycle. The cell meticulously scans its duplicated DNA for any errors, making repairs where necessary. It also checks its energy reserves and overall size, ensuring it's ready for the demanding task of division. Finally, the cell enters the M phase, short for mitosis, the culmination of all its preparation. This is the grand finale, the moment the cell divides into two identical daughter cells, each carrying a complete set of genetic instructions. Mitosis itself is a carefully choreographed dance with chromosomes aligning, separating, and moving to opposite ends of the cell. It's a ballet of life, a testament to the elegance and precision of biological processes. The cell cycle, from the quiet growth of G1 to the dramatic division of the M phase, is a testament to life's intricate beauty. It's a process that repeats countless times throughout our lives, ensuring the growth, repair, and continuation of our very existence.